Hello, this video is going to be breaking down our wheel posture. So wheel is quite a deep back bend, so as always it's really important to be warmed up. If you aren't warmed up now, just do a couple of sun salutations. And locust is a great warm up for the back where you lie on your front. We've been doing it in quite a lot of classes. Clasp your hands behind your back and lift the legs off the floor. And then bridge is also a great warm up, so just kind of firing up those lower back muscles ready for our back bend. It's quite an advanced posture, so if you are quite new to yoga, I'd recommend just doing bridges to begin with, and then you can do the option 1 of this and just see how that feels. And if you haven't done it before, just watch the video first and then you can always play it back. So we'll come onto our backs, and like bridge, we're going to bring our feet quite close in towards our bums. So you should be able to feel the backs of your heels with your fingers. Making sure your toes aren't turning out, and making sure your feet are hip width apart. So one thing that people often do, I definitely used to do this when I began yoga, is naturally just turn the feet out when you lift your hips. So try to remember, there's lots of things to think about, but try and remember to keep your feet tracking forward so they're parallel. Then bringing your hands next to your ears, so your fingers are pointing down towards your shoulders. Your hands should be about shoulder width apart. Again, not letting your elbows splay out to the side, but trying to keep them above the hands. So if you don't want to go straight up into wheel, you can just come very gently onto the crown of your head. So I'll just show that. So pushing into hands, pushing into feet, we lift and we gently come onto the crown of our head. And here you can make sure the elbows haven't splayed out. Bringing them in, make sure everything is in alignment, so feet haven't splayed out either, and then you start to lift into your wheel. So pushing up into your hips, you can keep your knees bent, but try to straighten out the arms here, so you can almost start bringing your weight towards your shoulders, pushing into the feet, really pressing up into the hips, and then potentially straightening the legs too. Have your glutes quite engaged here, but not kind of clenching. And remember to keep breathing, it's quite hard in the back bend. And then slowly we tuck our chin to come down, coming onto our shoulders, and then the hips come down. And we can let the arms come to our sides. And before you pull, it's quite tempting to pull your knees into your chest, but just first let your spine neutralise out gently, so you can let your knees just flop from side to side, kind of like windscreen wipers. And if you are going to pull your knees in, just give them a very gentle squeeze. So that is our wheel. I hope that was useful for you. If you've got any questions at all, just email me, or you can comment underneath. And if you're a student in my class, once we're back to normal, we will go through this. Everything's a lot easier with hands-on assistance. So hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.